Now I'm going to talk about something I learned 20 years ago. It's what I've used for a cover scent. It's in my first DVD. 20 years ago, might even be over 20 years ago, I started doing this. It works perfect. I never ever get detected. Deer follow my tracks all the time. Once you learn what it is, you'll see exactly why coyotes follow me to my tree, foxes follow me to my tree, fisher cats climb my tree, and deer follow me too. But you got to remember, sometimes the animal follows the tracks the opposite direction of the way you came in. This next shot here is a doe I shot. It's first thing in the morning. We got up in the trees. It wasn't even legal shooting light left. Halfway up the tree I could hear a deer coming. Actually I was probably about 2/3 of the way up. I stopped, didn't even have my suit on at the time. The deer crossed my scent trail after I heard a branch break up on the hill. We were set up right on the edge of a bedding area. Me and Keith were set up about 60 yards apart. We knew the deer were coming down into this swamp and bedding in the swamp, and we set up there to cut them off. The deer crossed my scent trail, followed me to my tree. I'll tell you why I circled my tree, but it was 10 minutes, 20 minutes before legal shooting light. The deer eventually turned, went back up the trail it came in on. I started getting ready again, and just as it came back down the trail, it started getting light enough for me to shoot. I turned the camera on. You don't even get to see the deer in the picture, but it's right underneath my tree stand. You can hear it walking in the brush beneath me. When I do take the shot, you hear it crash off and it goes running over towards where Keith is. Keith was set up in a tree 60, 70 yards away from me. I made the shot, wasn't sure whether the deer had died within view or not. I waited till daylight, made it so I could see the arrow on the ground, videotaped the arrow, focused all the way over to where Keith was, where I had picked out the deer and it had actually died right underneath his tree. But that was the first thing in the morning. We weren't in the trees 10 minutes into legal shooting light and we already had a dead deer on the ground. We stayed there till 10 o'clock that morning, so in case another one came by, Keith could have shot it. But that's typically what we do. Just because someone shoots a deer doesn't mean you stop everything and everybody goes down and cleans it and guts it and drags it out of the woods. We're looking to fill our freezer, so it's the weekend. We spend as much time as we can in our tree stand to harvest deer. In this video right here, it's a nice one. You'll see Keith in the tree stand where he's 25 yards away from the doe, but this was actually the biggest doe I ever shot. It field dressed 140 pounds. It was a really nice doe. You can watch this one next. Okay.
Nyeh. Nyeh. Doe about 110 pounds. Sure you seen that videotape this morning of that fisher cat checking out Keith in the tree. Okay. see you guys on the next year.